Tobin and Leroy here with you. Hey, WQAM's Whiskey, Stars, and Cigars, presented by Edmore Sawgrass Auto Mall, is back Friday, May 9th at Tabacon at Plantation Walk. You guys can talk sports unfiltered with WQAM sports staff. Enjoy a whiskey and cigar from Drew Estate. It's free, but you guys got to RSVP. You got to sign up at WQAM.com to reserve your spot. We had a great time last time. We are expecting to have another great time today, and also not in the middle of hurricane season, so hopefully there'll be as many.
That happened last time, right?
Yeah, three times.
It got delayed like 3 times.
So this one's going down May 9th. If you guys want to come check us out, do so. Sign up now at WQAM.com. It's presented by Edmore Sawgrass Auto Mall, your 2024 Dealer of the Year. 22 acres of new and pre-owned Chevys, Cadillacs, and Buicks. Visit them online at EdmoreSawgrass.com.
I'm charging $25 a picture and $50 an autograph.
Hey, listen, sounds like a good deal to me, Vlad. You're giving a break there.
We're doing there's a lot of hobnobbing going on where you got to talk to people, and it's like, all right, look, if I got to sit here and you know what, I got to be compensated for this. It's got to be worth my while because people just start talking.
Hey, do you understand where you work?
Yeah, and I just took you. Let me ask you this, Leroy. Okay. What day is this? May what?
9th? Friday.
May 9th.
It's a Friday,
it's
right?
Friday. You just do a show. 10 to 2. All right. You talked all about the playoffs, NHL, and NBA. It's later on in the day. You just spent 4 hours talking about it. Do you really want to spend another 2 hours talking about it with people that you've already shared your thoughts?
It's a little different in that a lot of it is we know a lot of the people, and like some of the people I've never met.
Also, he loves hobnobbing.
They do advertising.
Well, he loves hobnobbing. Clearly, we see it all the time when he goes to when there's a break.
Hey, wait. So I chatted up a little bit. You know what's funny? I don't never usually talk about sports when I'm outside.
But what do you think these fans are going to talk to you about? They're not going to talk to you about your life. They're not going to, if they ask you,
we talk about everything else. We don't very rarely. We might talk a little bit about somebody that say, "Hey, how'd you think, so and so did in the draft?" Like that. And I'm like,
well,
it's going to happen.
Just before Warren, we should let all our listeners know it's not Lent. So if you're going up to Leroy, careful.
He's going to fat shame me.
No. I turned over and what are we doing? Hey, what are we doing?
You turned over that new leaf and it got blown away.
Can I just say something? Though? Look, this is how Leroy operates. I'll get there. I'm hobnobbing. I'm smiling, shaking hands, saying hi to all the people I know, mostly salespeople, right?
Oh, and then you're going to judge the food.
No.
Yeah, you are.
Then no. I have a little something. Then I have a couple of drinks in me. Once them drinks get to flowing, I can't promise you nothing.
All bets are off.
I really can't. My comments become, let's see, more aware. I become more aware of surroundings.
So you go from Leroy Horde to Leroy Horde.
Hey, yeah, especially, and look, because I don't smoke cigars, right? So I'm just having drinks.
That's right.
And I got to tell you,
the truth comes out.
I left there with no drink tickets.
That was a great time. If you do have a chance, ladies and gentlemen, do
look, you're gonna have a good time, and the thing is that you go there and you don't have to worry about approaching any of us. You're gonna have a good time. It's fun, and we may or may not get into some post-liquor shenanigans.
Perhaps.
Oh, there's a lot of show poniness going on.
I just throw that out there.
So if you guys want to go, again, register now, WQAM.com for Whiskey, Stars, and Cigars at Tabacon at Plantation Walk. That is May 9th, Friday, May 9th. All right, so.
Wait, J-Fig said, worry about approaching me.
Well, yes.
Definitely worry about it.
Proceed with caution.
Don't go with birds.
All right, so Peter Schrager has put out his mock draft, his lone mock draft.
Wait a minute. First of all,
yep.
I'm tired of you pulling out random information off the internet.
Peter Schrager is no random. What is wrong with you?
Okay. I stand corrected. I stand corrected.
No, you sit corrected right now.
Okay, I said
Peter
corrected.
Schrager, formerly of the NFL Network. I think if you work for the NFL Network, that is a reputable place.
Okay, Vlad.
He no longer works for the NFL Network.
I am corrected.
He now works for ESPN now.
Because just what ESPN needs is another NFL insider. They got them all. Like they're like the Panthers. They're like hoarding NFL insiders, like just waves. So Peter Schrager, but here's the thing, Leroy. Mm-hmm. He nailed last year Chop Robinson to the Dolphins. A little bit of a, which I think it caught, some Dolphins by surprise. Chop Robinson going to the Dolphins, ends up having a good rookie year. But this one's interesting for the Dolphins because he's got a little bit of a switch. Now, I've been looking at every mock draft that comes out here because I'm fascinated where the Dolphins are going to end up. They're in this kind of weird middle tier where you're kind of at the mercy of what everybody else is going to do. Mm-hmm. But the Dolphins also have a lot of needs. And I would say, based on what I've seen on mock drafts, the most popular three guys I've seen the Dolphins go for, it's really switched to the two Texas guys, but it's mostly been Jahdae Barron, cornerback from Texas, Kelvin Banks, tackle from Texas, and Will Johnson, the cornerback from Michigan.
Correct.
Will Johnson's sinking like a stone. Now everybody's scared as hell of his medicals. He's apparently got degenerative knees. I don't know where he's going to end up, but everybody says, like, hey, he's got all the talent. He's a prototype, but everybody's scared off by the health. So I feel like he's sinking like a stone in all these mocks. So it's been mostly the Texas guys I've seen. But the guy that Schrager has going to the Dolphins is another Michigan Wolverine who I have basically seen.
Loveland?
No, not the tight end.
Defensive tackle?
The defensive tackle, Mason Graham. Because I've seen Mason Graham on every mock draft, basically not past 5. Everybody has Jacksonville taking him. Well, not New England. Or New England, right. Although I think the most popular thing I've seen with New England is Campbell, the T-Rex arm tackle from LSU. I'm sorry, Will Campbell. You seem like a nice man. If you end up a Dolphin, I would love it. But Schrager, so he's got the typical top 4, no surprises, nothing. Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter, the Giants, Will Campbell to the Patriots, pretty much chalk of what it's been. 5, though, a little switchy poo. Apparently, there's a lot of buzz. Instead of Mason Graham, which has been the most popular pick because of need and where Jacksonville's at, they got them taking Ashton Genty at number 5.
Wait, Jacksonville?
Yup.
So what happened to Etienne? Wait, we can't have Haitian on Haitian crime?
I don't know what to tell you, dude. I don't know.
We're not having Haitian on Haitian crime.
Hasn't he been banged up, though? He
has been banged up, and he kind of lost his job last year. I mean, he's been in the league a while already. It's one of those things where they're like, oh, you've been in the league 4 years? See you running back. Unless your name's Saquon. They don't treat you like that.
Hey, let me tell you, them streets are tough out there for running backs.
They are. So
he just do a Haitian backfield.
Maybe. But he's got Ashton Genty going to the Jaguars. I'm like, okay. Membu going to the Raiders at 6. That's been pretty common. Got the Jets though, Vlad. Taking Tyler Warren at 7.
See, no, we want Membu. We're trading, by the way. We're trading down. You
think you're trading back?
I think we're trading down. Yeah, because I think Genty is very interesting. This is going to be an interesting draft. Genty was always said to be going to the Raiders.
Yes.
Right? And then all of a sudden now it seems like they want to shore up their offensive line. So now Membu's going to be the best tackle available. The Jets can go tight end. They can go right tackle, or they can trade down and get more picks. You want to have as many picks in these top 100,
especially when this is a deep draft.
Right.
It's not as much top heavy as normal drafts. This is a really deep draft in that you might have some actual contributors in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th round.
So he's got
Warren going to the Jets.
Jalen Walker, the linebacker from Georgia, going to Carolina. Mikael Williams, the edge from Georgia, going to the Saints. He's got a Colts trade up to 10 to take Loveland, the tight end, at 10. He's got Walter Nolan, defensive tackle from Ole Miss, going to San Francisco at 11. And then the Dallas Cowboys taking Tyler Booker, the stud guard from Alabama, at 12. And then a man who's been pretty much projected chalk-wise as a top 5 pick. He's got Mason Graham falling to the Dolphins at number 13. He says Graham has been viewed likely as a top 5 pick for the past few months, and he could still go there. But if he falls to number 13, this is a nice win for Miami, who would be getting a day one culture changer and a can't-miss prospect. And I got to tell you, him and Zach Sealer, I still think it's a long shot because, it doesn't feel like he's going to fall that far. But if that did happen, Leroy, him and Sealer next to each other, that'd be something.
So my question is this. If you have a chance to get the guard or Mason.
Ooh, so Booker or Mason?
Right. I'm curious to what will you rather have? Like, you need both. But for this team, it's almost like the offensive guard is more important. Even though Mason may have more production. So how do you and here's the thing. If they end up with the D tackle from Michigan, that is actually a value pick.
Yeah.
Because you're getting a guy at 13 that was a top 5 pick all draft season.
Question, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who's going to cover your receivers for you?
Oh, that's a good Storm Duck.
Oh, no.
What do you mean, no? He's got the name Storm Duck.
But
you might
my thing is that have you ever met a corner, a starting corner that all of a sudden came around that you didn't know was any good till his 3rd or 4th year?
Yeesh, I don't know.
See what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? That if there's a corner on your roster that is worthy of playing that position, you would have already been talking about him because he's been playing and playing well. And then you could do without certain guys. So I don't know if anybody on this roster can step up to play at that level because we would have kind of already heard about it. You don't just go from cold turkey to starting corner, especially when you need dime, nickel. That guy's probably been playing and you've seen some promising signs out of him before now.
This is what I would say, though. Like, I agree with you, but here's what with the corner thing. Even if these guys aren't very good, first of all, they did half a season with Eli Apple at starting corner. Okay, if we can survive that, we can survive anything.
You ain't even gotta tell me.
We survive. If we can survive that, we can survive anything. Second of all, like, it's not like these rookies. Well, they may not be Jalen Ramsey, which that kind of cooled off too. Like, I saw that McVay opened the door for reuniting, which, God, I hate that. That's like, it's not that. Look, get what you can for him, but the fact that you like end up going back to the Rams with a trade and be like, oh, it didn't work out for you, poor Dolphins. We'll take them.
Right. Now, here's the other question. Here's the other one.
Yeah.
If Mason's playing D tackle, does that make Storm Duck better because you got a better pass rush?
That's what. Well, yeah, and that's like. See? I just think that I feel like that to me, it's probably the bigger hole even than. So if it's him in offensive, like, I think if he's that good, and you can get him, I would go. I would go with him.
It's you're getting what has been determined to be a top 5 pick for most of the offseason.
But Schrager, I'm going to tell you, Schrager, you get my hopes up, and this doesn't happen, you're dead to me. Because if he goes in the top 5, I'm going to be really mad.
Wait a minute.
You're dead to me. Don't tease me.
He got me all. Hey, he brought out the appetizer and got him all excited for the meal. And then
just give me like, like rice cakes. What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Don't do that to me.
Yeah.
You say, Will John, yeah, Mason Graham coming to the Dolphins. That's great. Peter Schrager, don't do this to me. You're dead to me. He's just giving you something. Listen, by the way, because both teams are in a similar situation, except that you have a quarterback, we don't. But when you're a team that has a lot of holes, you're really gonna fill up one of those holes. You're gonna fill one of those needs.
Right.
It's just which one has the immediate impact.
And Mason Graham has that.
Immediate impact.
And here's what I would say. You probably need the guard more, but Mason Graham will make more of an impact immediately. So, and keep in mind, if it's me, I'm looking at it like, I got a top 5 pick, a top 5 graded player, because all these other dummies drafted out of need. I got to take them. I have to, right? You have to take them because that is value. I don't care what position he plays. That's value.
But Dade sounds right. If this is a fluffer mock draft, I'm going to be pissed at Schrager. Got my hopes up for it.
Well, wait.
No.
First of all, time out, you fraud.
What?
Because, Vlad, when this all started and I was asking questions and trying to question my man's bona fides, right? Y'all jumped down.
No. I jumped you to.
He was like, he got Storm Doug right, and now
Storm Doug the cloud or not? You can't do that. You can't do that.
So now all of a sudden, you flipping and say you better be right.
He got Chop Robinson right.
Robinson right. I'm sorry.
Nobody got Storm Doug right.
I'm gonna give you Schrager. He's had the last 4 Super Bowls right.
Schrager knows stuff.
Schrager's
okay. That's fine. But
they
you
share
can't.
they share a lot of information, but people love to talk to him. So if he's telling you this, that there's a legit reason why he's telling you this.
But Vlad, the conversation started
with Tobin.
All on board. And then at the end of the segment, after 12 to 15 minutes talking about it and talking about the validity of the guy giving the information, you just jumped off the ship.
I told you when I grew up
not even in treacherous waters. You just jumped off. I'm out.
I told you when I grew up on the farm about the teaser horse, right? And the tough life of the teaser horse, where they just let him smell the mare and he gets to hump the wall. That's basically what Schrager's doing to us if he does that.
Wait, but you didn't start the conversation off like this.
I'd be very excited. I would love getting Mason Graham.
Wait, did you hear how you started this conversation all excited? I was the negative Nancy.
You're right. And then when you start hearing this stuff, you're like, oh, okay, this guy he's like telling you, right?
I get my wet ass back on the boat and say I'm all in, you jump off.
The motor starts. The motor starts.
You jump right in. So make up your damn mind.
I'm going to believe him. We
believe him.
Just seems too good to be true.
Wait, because, like, what the hell is wrong?
All right, that explains all. When things always go left when you think it should be going right with the Dolphins, that you don't expect this fortune to happen to you. That's why you're okay. That makes sense.
I tell you what,
I understand that. As a Jet fan, I understand that.
This Tyler Warren and this Loveland, oh my goodness, they're animals.
They're good.
They're good.
They're good.
And they're big. And somebody told me the difference between those two guys and the other two. Huh?
Our guy down here?
Yeah. Is they're bigger. A lot bigger.
Yeah, a couple of just rhinoceroses who can fleet of foot rhinoceroses
and can run.
And block. They like to block as well.
They like, and that's the kicker with these tight ends now. If I can put you on the end of the line of scrimmage and not have to show what I'm doing, so we can still run the ball, or we can throw the ball to you, or we can split you out, or there's so many things that we can do with you. That creates versatility in our offense. If you're a smaller tight end, right, and I can't put you on the end of the line of scrimmage, all you are is a big-ass slot receiver.